Real quick, the Pixie Podcast, the name, where'd that come from?
I'm bald. I'm bald. I have no hair, so okay, my hair. It doesn't make it make sense. Okay, I forgot. Y'all men. The hair. Stop.
We got our clip. There we go. Look at us. How the conversation goes. I shouldn't even say that. Right, that's my bad. Supposed to just be there.
I'm overthinking.
Mm-hmm. So now if you look at it, right, yeah.
Like I overthink a lot. Like,
don't even worry about it. I shouldn't even.
I was overthinking all day today. I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it.
Already know.
Yeah, we about to find it out. Right, Nick already doing the research. Yeah. Pull up the files. Yeah.
We found everything.
Damn.
No. Search history, browser history. Yeah, no.
Aren't you the one watching? Nah, but Bad Boys 8 on for free.
Right. Yeah.
My boy watching the new Star Wars before it even came out.
Right. Yeah. YouTubers.
Everybody go click Dr. Doom. They always saw the movie. Michael, Robert Downey already knew that. Yeah. I'm dead. Nick,
YouTube's where it's at.
We about to get scraped up. Right, yeah.
YouTube is like,
tell us more.
Rose down.
Tell us more. All right, everybody. Welcome to the 804 Podcast. I'm Nick.
Jesse.
Alex.
Today we have...
Diam.
What's up?
Yes, man. Only get my buttons right.
Intro. Wait a minute.
Of course. That was perfect.
I'm the host of the Pixie Podcast and print model of Persuasion.
Yeah, we in the building.
Oh, we have another podcast on.
Yes, sir. Another collab. Yes, sir. Racking them up. For sure, man. All right. Well, since we got another, podcast guest here, Al, that means, we do need an episode count, brother.
Of course.
Diam, Alex has a problem, week after week, episode after episode.
What's the problem?
Keeping track of these episode counts. You know what I mean? He can watch movies online.
Illegally.
Well, no. Hold on. We didn't say illegally, Nick. We just, we would rather not the cops or fans,
Read your house.
Man.
Look into this. Man, I'm going to just say, my brother Nick, I know my brother Nick knows the episode count.
I'm not going to help you out, though.
Okay. My
brother... You
brother...
tried to rat me out.
No, okay. We got to... it's not ratting when... Okay, yeah. It's not ratting, it's just...
Capping. It's the new one. Right. Let's stop playing around, man.
That. Me and my good brothers have been doing the 804 Podcast for 264 episodes.
That's a lot.
You already know. Appreciate it.
Hopefully correct when we go up.
Right. You already know.
Yes, sir, man. 264 of them things.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Episode after episode. But a little after that, every episode we have the quote of the day, quote of the week, and this quote can be a song lyric, Bible verse, tattoo, IG caption, motto, saying. I know I'm going quick with it today, right? Anything that means something to you, anything that you live life by. So by you being the guest, Dom, you are the lucky one. So this gonna be nothing super long. Just anything you live life by.
Be great.
Okay. Great. All right, for sure. And like I always like to do with the quote of the day. Why is that the quote of the day? What does that mean to you? In simpler terms.
What it means to me, exactly what it says. Just be great. Like sometimes you don't feel your best self, so just be great. Even when you're feeling your worst self, be great. That don't make sense to it.
No. Actually,
it made zero sense at all.
Nick. Federal. Right. Damn, I can't get my buttons together. Right. No, it makes sense. As long as you say the opposite. Right.
Be great.
Be terrible. Right. It's like, all right, Chuck. Right. Golly, man.
Be a hater.
Nick, you know that's what you like. That's what.
Come on,
Nick wakes up right here. I don't like niggas. Nick, you can't.
It's okay to hate every now and then.
Every now and then.
Every now and then,
But
it's
you can't
okay
do
to
that.
hate.
But not all the time.
I don't like it.
I don't hate all the time.
Bitter and miserable.
But sometimes you scroll on Twitter and
Oh,
it's just
Lord.
like,
Yeah, if it's something that you don't like, you
Like-
have the right to like have your opinions and stuff, and not be like towards everything. So if you don't like something, you can be a hater towards that. Like if you see somebody that have like this jacket on, you don't like it, you can say, I don't like that jacket, it's ugly. That don't make you a hater. You just don't like it.
it's too many people celebrating ignorance on like social media and stuff.
Yes.
Like I'm like
Yes.
What should they be celebrating, Nick?
positivity.
You
Honestly,
celebrate positivity?
I do celebrate positivity.
But I thought you
My
liked
you know what my favorite content on Twitter is? Like real shit.
Talk to us.
Seeing people get new jobs and graduate.
Mm.
That's genuinely my favorite content on Twitter.
That's what's up.
So a lot of people getting new jobs and graduating colleges and stuff like that.
Especially graduating college. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's
That is
hard.
Yeah, that's
Like,
real. That's real.
So
Very real. Dedication. Consistency.
favorite content of the day.
Then post a twerking video after. Congratulations! Congratulations, girl! Come here, baby. Boss man, T-Lo.
That's funny.
Oh my god. Yeah.
New job, Nick.
Nah, for sure. Nah, we love to see it, man. Honestly, we got a topic later, and I can't wait to get to it. So that's why. All right, but real quick, Dime, can you give us a real quick intro? People out there sleeping under a rock, don't know
Patrick
left from
Star.
right. Yeah, Patrick Star with it. Just give the people a quick rundown, and introduction on who you are and what you do for us.
So
Before we start asking questions.
I am Diam, host of the Pixie Podcast.
Yep.
So the Pixie Podcast is basically a safe space for women, and like I engage through conversation through like podcast episodes to help motivate, inspire. It started off like a diary or something like that, like for women to just feel like be in a space to receive and not feel like they have to give. So it's for the homegirls, just to be able to just talk, be yourself, and just be yourself. And also like I feel like in the women community we don't have that, so I want to give that. So it's a girl community.
All right. Anybody at the first question?
Did you ever have any doubts when you first started this podcast?
I did, because I started that podcast probably like this is a revamp of it. Like I remodeled and did a whole like 360 on it. From like the concept still stayed the same, but I did have doubts about it because I kept starting over. I wasn't consistent, and it was times I just wanted to give up and I had stopped. But now, like being more consistent and just having that motivation for myself, I just kept going. But I had a whole lot of doubts.
Speaking of like, having that motivation and things, what are some of the things that keep you going in your day-to-day life?
Keeps me going. First off, I'm a mom, so my kids, they keep me going. Just not like being stuck. I feel like sometimes I get in these modes where I'm just like, I get depressed and I have like anxiety. That helps a lot. My friends keep me going. Shout out to Fresh. He be on me like a lot. Just with ideas and stuff. And I'm just always in my mind. So whenever I have an idea, I'm just writing it down and just grabbing my tripod, grabbing like my phone, my camera, just stuff like that. Just making sure I'm having some type of content, just staying busy. If that makes sense.
So, what's your favorite part about doing a podcast?
Talking.
Okay.
I love to talk.
Yapping.
Yes,
Right.
just running my mouth. Like I love to talk, and then like just engaging and talking to different people because I'm so introverted. So it's just being able to just break out of that comfort zone for me
Right.
because I'm not used to it. So doing all of this was like it's only like August now. Like this is my year. Just going into it like full force. I'm not used to this at all. Like I'm always nervous. I'm always like I don't want to do it. Always wanting to cancel. But it's just the most part, just being around different people and just getting out of my comfort zone.
So you've been doing this a year now?
For about in and out. For like consistently, a year, yeah. But before it was just, I would start for a few weeks and I would stop. And it would be for years. Because I had a podcast for about 5-6 years. And like I said, it was like a diary for me. And I didn't really think people would listen to it until like I started going through things. And I had a friend who actually outed me. And she started sending my stuff to like people that was going through similar things. So that's what made me jump out. But yeah.
I say this. What would you say to somebody who's trying to start a podcast?
Do it. Just do it. Like, because like I feel like a lot of people just be like, oh, everybody's doing it. It's going to get like oversaturated and stuff like that. But everybody is like individual and they bring their own things to a certain area, like podcasts, YouTube, music, whatever the case may be. You have your own style, so you have something to give. So anybody that's starting, just do it. That's what I would say. Go for it. Don't even think twice. Somebody telling you not to do it, do it. So what? So what if 3 other people doing it? You can do it too. Yep.
I say, tell us a little bit about your modeling.
Oh yeah. So I started modeling back when I was in college, 2014. I didn't really take it serious. It was a bunch of us in like model groups and stuff on campus at Richmond. And we just got together, photographers. I was friends with a lot of photographers. I went to school for fashion design, so I was around a lot of art and stuff like that. So we just get together sometimes, go to the little Japanese garden, take pictures. And so back then I didn't really have the resources that I have now. So I had stopped for a very long time. And then at the top of this year, I had seen Persuasion post something. I said, you know what? I got too much time on my hands. So I said, I'm going to just go for it. And it was something I'm good at. I like taking pictures. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. Signed up for it. Next thing you know, I'm on Persuasion, doing photo shoots. I think September 14th, I'll be going to New York. I'm in New York Fashion Week, so I'll be with. Thank you. So that's big because Gorilla and what's her name, Lola Brooke, they're gonna be headlining that show. So I can't wait for that for September 14th.
Big look.
Just doing that, like just going back and like it was just an in and out thing, like the same thing with the podcast, like modeling in and out. But now just being consistent with it, and I'm loving it. So I'm just going for it. Yeah, I loved it. So
Whatever.
It's been very consistent. Every week, this Sunday I have something going on too. So it's just, I'm going. I love it.
Sure.
Now, you mentioned, I got a question for you. So you mentioned you have kids.
Yes.
So so what would you say to any content creator? Like, because obviously kids are a big deal, you know, especially in your life. So what would you say to any content creator who's like about to have kids or like thinking about it, but they still want to pursue their dreams too? Like, what advice would you give them?
I would say it comes with a balance, though.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to take away from your personal life. Of course, if you want to have kids, have them.
Right.
But you got to make sure it's a balance. Kids require a lot of attention, time.
Mm-hmm. So
I would say don't dim your light. Don't take away from yourself, but also make sure you're balancing yourself as well. It's good to take to go and take time for yourself to do the things you like, because I struggle with that, and I lost myself at one point, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything. Like, what I need to pour into myself. So me doing the podcast, me modeling, that's pouring into myself. So I would give advice: make sure you balance it. Don't neglect yourself. Don't neglect your kids, obviously, but just pour into yourself. If you want to do it, just do it. But make sure you have that balance.
I say this. I usually say this to the musicians we have, but since we're all podcasters here, what's one positive, what's one negative of the Richmond podcasting scene?
What do you mean by that? I'm sorry.
Like, what's one thing that you love, and what's one thing that we could improve on in the podcasting scene?
I feel like it should be more events. Okay, I like the fact that I see like podcasts, they're doing like everybody's out like interviewing and they're doing on the streets and stuff, but I want to see more. I don't like the fact that no one's collabing. I don't see a lot of collabs with the podcast. Maybe I'm just, like I say, I'm introverted, so I really don't be out there a lot, but from what I'm seeing, I don't really see a lot of podcasts come together and do things together. It's like everybody just, doing things by them alone and stuff like that. So I just like to see that more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of more podcast collabs. It's kind of like hard to like, I wouldn't say it's hard. I don't know. Because like
It's
everybody.
logistics.
Yeah. So because everybody's doing like, have different, because like, okay, I have my podcast, right? And it's mainly to, for women and stuff like that. So it'll be hard to like collab with someone that's not. But then again, we can do it. But like, I mean, of course. But like, okay, we can do like host like have events. Yeah.
Actually, you're right.
We can have like, okay, we can do like throw more events aimed towards podcasters.
That's real.
Yeah.
I like
Like the 804 event. What was that we went to?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys like something like that would be awesome. Mainly podcasters. Just link up and we just do our thing. I like that.
Big bet.
What's one thing you love to see though from like Richmond podcasters and stuff?
One good thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I see you, Richmond podcasting team. Like,
I don't know. That's hard.
oh. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, you're good.
I don't know. Darn. I guess. Well, I would say actually posting more. I see a lot of, I wouldn't say, they like more news, like bloggers and stuff like that. But they still do podcasts too, but more positive stuff. Like, it's so easy to post negative stuff. I want to see more positive stuff being, like, posted. Like, post more positive things. Rather than, all of the nonsense.
Actually, going back to the, I guess like the family aspect. How do you feel about like content creators that like include their kids and stuff? Like I know Nick's favorite is the content creator, not the couples, but like the Ace family. If you ever heard of them, or like families, like do the whole little. Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Sometimes it be cringy, but I feel like it comes to a certain extent. Like, you gotta like, some things is meant for family, and some of it is not. You gotta keep the kids out of it sometimes. But some of it do be like cringy sometimes. Like,
no, mom and dad are sleeping together. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But like that, like,
Whatever.
it's a little cringy to watch somebody.
Facts. You think you'd ever do it or any type of way, or? Nah.
I mean, no.
Okay.
Like, I would have done it already, but no.
Good point.
I tell my kids all the time, like, nope, you're not gonna do this. Like, my son always acts. He's 7, so he just be wanting to do. He'd be on YouTube looking at stuff, and I'm like, look, no, turn it off. And just some things is just not meant for certain ages and children. Like, I'll see if he was like 16, yeah, sure, but 7 years old, no.
And then another thing too, with kids getting so tech savvy so young,
Yeah.
they could possibly get a level of stardom at a really, really young age for anything. So like, okay, like we kind of talked about this before where it's like really anybody can get famous, like IG or like get viral, go viral pretty much.
The damn TikTok.
Right, facts. That includes small children. So sometimes it's like if you're 7 and you like blow up and when all your friends at school know you and stuff like that, you might not be able to. I mean, granted, it is what it is. Kids are going to be kids. But who's to say, are you really ready for that? You know?
Exactly.
You got to work twice as hard to ground that kid.
Yeah. What's that kid named? Ryan's World? You know who I'm talking about? I think he's like Hispanic or something.
One that plays like Legos.
Legos,
like that. Yeah. He makes like a lot of money off it.
A lot of money.
And that's fine. Like, especially like...
Yeah, it is fine. Nigga. I know his parents like, nigga, yeah, it is fine. What the hell talking about? Ow, friend. Ain't okay, Pop. Come on now. Hey, bro, don't tell me. I mean, love you, Ryan. Love you, Ryan. Love you, boy. Hey. So, nigga, all I gotta do is buy Legos. Nigga, what?
And play with it and do reviews on camera.
Making stupid money.
Yes.
Hey,
millions
Ryan,
of dollars.
Could you make another video real quick? Rents due, nigga.
Right. Rent is due.
Hey, bud. Hey, Chip. Could you crank out another one of them goddamn? Yeah. Like, me and your mom trying to go to Bora. You I mean.
You like Bora, right? Play with these goddamn Legos.
You ain't going, but sport. The sport is tough. Nah, that's a stepdad joke.
Sport, yeah.
Y'all facts. For sure, man. Okay. All right, so we won't see the Diam family channel. Right.
No family
Diam
channel.
and the family. Diam and the family hustle. I get Diam and hip hop. All right, now we got check.
Copyright.
Now I need that check. Now, but for sure.
I hate couples content.
Some of it is be. I don't like
counting this
the
money
dancing.
together.
Like, it is one couple, Riss and Quan, and they used to do like dancing on not YouTube, Facebook. So cringy to watch.
It's just my thing is setting up the camera,
Getting in front of it. That's the
getting in front of it.
Wait, but hold on, Nick.
No.
Imagine when they
But
finish
Nick-
though. You just go to the camera, turn it off.
You gotta go to the camera, stop all the lovey-dovey shit. Like, hey, we look like we're in love right here. Like, oh, this is
Camera's
cute.
Like, get the fuck out my face.
Like-
Hey, hot guys.
And then go edit it.
Stop looking at the goddamn camera.
And then it'd be the people that create content of them shopping in like Target or Walmart. I'm like,
We gonna get us.
I just seen a TikTok of a lady showing how to get content. She was like, had this camera, like, it was wrapped around her neck. And I'm like, imagine people just looking at her. With this whole thing around her neck, phone in her face, and she just walking around just place your camera. It had like a whole way. Like, she was literally doing steps on, like, put your camera this
How to
way.
is everything now on
Yeah.
YouTube.
I was like, oh my God.
How to.
How to
get the fuck out of my
I like that. I'm gonna use
That
that.
was big time.
That's tough, Nick.
I'm just saying.
So what's step one, Nick?
Step one is stay over there, turn around, and keep walking.
What about step two?
There is no step two.
Oh, okay.
Step 2 is how to get the
Right. Facts.
Showing Hannah.
Right.
Smiley.
Facts.
I'll say this though. What makes the Pixie Podcast one of one?
What makes it different?
Yeah, what makes it different than everybody?
Because it's a Pixie Podcast. Well, I'll say it's just, I feel like you don't see a lot of Black women come together, and it's a very sensitive like topic.
Talk about it.
But even at work, I've had like multiple women say, Black women say, like, I can't be open with my friends. Like, I can't say this around my friends, and like they can't. Or one of them, I remember them saying like, they can't be friends with other Black women. And that was a shock to me. So like, the Pixie Podcast is open for all of that. It's a safe space. And like, I'm a girl's girl. So I love women. I love being around women. I love uplifting women, motivating them. So that literally was just, it kind of hurt a little bit because like, I'm not that type of Black woman. You know what I mean? So I wanted to create that space so Black women, even women of all, races and stuff, but mainly so Black women could come together. So we're not tearing each other down. You see it all over social media. You see it on TV. You see it everywhere. And it's horrible to watch. So like the Pixie Podcast is different because you can sit next to me and not have to like feel like your light is dim. Like I'm gonna uplift you. Like you that bitch around me. Like I'm gonna make sure that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it different. I'm not picking and choosing. I'm not a mean girl. I'm a girl's girl. And it's just a safe space for women. That's what makes it different.
Loving hip hop. Stop tearing down women.
Exactly. Loving hip hop. All these crazy
Baddies.
all that. And the simplest things that can be fixed. And it's like simple misunderstandings or having like problems.
Nah, fuck that.
Like,
no, not that. I'm just saying that's what they be saying. Like,
right,
fuck
like,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
do be the most simplest misunderstanding. She said I don't like her, but I heard that she said that. I heard that she said that I don't like her though. So I want to confront you about it.
right. Like you want to fight.
Let's not talk about it.
It's over a no good guy.
And she didn't say it.
Are you serious?
She actually did not. Roll the tape. No. And it's a reality show, so it's recorded. Roll the tape. Well, actually, I did not say that at all. I was so
Bust out crying at the
It's
reunion.
hilarious, bro.
It's horrible.
Nah.
It's just that, like,
It's
it's so nasty to watch.
It is.
Black women uplift each other.
Yeah, uplift each other and just love each other. It's not hard to do. Like, he say, she say shit does not matter. You're fighting over a guy that y'all share it. Go find something safe to do. Find somebody that likes you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that. Like, it's things that can be worked on, things that can be fixed. You know what I mean?
Sure. Real quick, the Pixie Podcast, the name, where'd that come from?
I'm bald. I'm bald. I have no hair. So okay, my hair. He trying to make it make sense. Okay, I forgot. Y'all men. Y'all men. The hair. Stop.
We got our clip. We got our clip. There we go. There we go.
We're viral. Yeah, we're on.
Okay, the hairstyle that I have is called a pixie cut. It's flat right now because I don't curl it. But that's where it came from. I started off as a dose of Diam, but it was just too basic for me. So I had sent like a list of names to like my best friend, my sister, and Fresh. And so my sister, I think she chose something different, but I knew that I wanted the Pixie Podcast. I was like, I have a Pixie haircut, so it just fit perfect. So that's where it came from. And then like after that, I just got like I knew I wanted my logo to have like a pixie in it, so I made the pixie into a pixie, and I got a mic, and everything just tied together.
Pixie Podcast. Whatever.
There we go.
Yep.
I'll say this. Hold on. Let me get the question together.
You about to say something dangerous?
No, I'm not about to say anything dangerous. What's your definition of success? Because I'm pretty sure everybody who has a podcast wants to go somewhere with it, like maybe radio, maybe some network. What's your definition of success?
My definition of success is doing what you love and being good at it, but also reaching where you want to go. So if you want to do radio, work hard to get to radio. Even if you want to be on TV, but like just being good at what you do. Like if you have a passion for it, make sure you're consistent. Make sure you love what you're doing. Don't just do it because of the money or the fame. But that's what it means to me. Just making sure you love what you do and being great at it. Be great. Yeah.
There we go.
Really, be great. Be great at it.
Have you ever thought about having a co-host on the show?
I have, because sometimes it be getting like overwhelming, but then like I'd be like, no, because everybody have their own lives and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to get in the way of that. And like, it would be nice to have one, but I just don't know like where to start.
No, let me stop.
But yeah, I have thought about it. I have thought about having one.
If you could have any celebrity co-host, who would it be?
Nicki Minaj. Period. That's my girl. I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm a fangirl.
Okay.
I'm a fangirl of Nicki Minaj. She's just great. I love her. I love her personality. Just love her. So it would be Nicki. Or Saweetie. I like Saweetie too.
Saweetie,
yes. Between those two. Yeah.
Did you listen to the Pink Print? It was good. It was a good album.
It's fire.
It is fire.
I have it in rotation. Alex. I remember when it first came out, I listened to it like 3 times at work. Like I got in trouble for having AirPods at work and everything got written up. It was bad.
Be like that.
We understand that.
Yeah, like, it was bad.
That damn Nicki, isn't it? Yeah. Like, yep. Gets him every time.
I got a question for
Talk
you.
to him.
All right, so obviously you kind of talked about your girl's girl and you're all for uplifting Black women, X, Y, and Z, positivity, cool, great. How would you handle a disrespectful hater?
I ignore people a lot and I'm good at it.
Okay.
Like people can't break me because I'm so confident with who I am. So I ignore a lot of shit. Like people could throw shade. I do not respond to it. Like I remember seeing something called the Beyonce effect, and that's what I live on. Beyonce effect. I see it, but I'm not going to acknowledge it. That's just me. I do not like. You will never see me on my social media like arguing with people, going back and forth, posting indirect comments. I don't do it.
So somebody just walking down the street, you know.
Oh, if somebody put their hands on me, it's different.
No, okay.
Put their hands on me.
There we
you have
go.
to tussle.
Right.
Because I'm a fight. But other than that, talking is just words.
Bet. Okay.
Eat them.
Respect.
Eat
How
your words.
long have you kind of had that philosophy? Since birth?
Not since birth, because at first I used to take a lot of things personally. I would say probably within the last like 2 or 3 years. I was like, okay, next. I do not care. I don't.
Because like the older you get, you just don't have time for something. Yeah.
Like I'm 28. I just turned 28 back in May, and I'm like, I don't have time for it. I'm not gonna put energy into things that does not serve me.
Facts.
Next. see you later.
Sometimes niggas just want to ramble. Yeah, you just want to. Yeah. So it's kind of like okay, yeah.
But that's not me. Like I don't have time for it. Whatever.
Sure.
Because I'm standing on business. You're not standing on business.
Stand on business, and I'm going to ignore you.
I'm with you.
In one ear and out the other. I don't see you.
That's tough.
I don't see you. Who are you?
That is facts though.
Yeah,
Right.
but nah, that's what's up.
You got to be like that nowadays. It's just like,
Facts.
yeah, it's too much is going on. Yeah, it's money to be made. I don't got time for that.
True. Speaking of which, Nick,
Don't be out here arguing over social media
Please don't. It's just
on
weird.
Twitter, putting your business out.
Yes, and it's like an embarrassment. You're like literally like
Y'all are both.
an
y'all both
open
look
advocate of like embarrassing yourself. Like
Like I always tell Alex, people go out their way to not look a certain way and end up looking a certain way. Like, yo, that always kills
and then they
me.
go and after they do all that, they start posting quotes on like make it make sense. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna bring it all the way back where I'm home.
We're like,
I was
you just
trolling.
did that. Well,
I was trolling. Like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
This is my worst thing.
Talk
I say
to me,
this. Don't put your business out there trying to embarrass somebody, and then you be the one even more embarrassed,
That's
and
tough.
then go on Twitter and say, "Well, y'all need to stay out of my business."
Right, like you put it out there. Now we invested in your business.
Now it's all of our
Now
business.
it's all my business.
here is a red clown nose.
Clown business. Clown business is talking. Clown business. Hey, that's fire.
Some people are not standing on business; they're standing on clown business.
You are now the service. Entertainment.
Right in front of you.
This button is really long. That might be the best time to do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, let it rock. Let it rock. Yeah.
We might have a new phrase. There are people out here standing on clown business.
There it is.
Trademarking and copywriting.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
We got one. We already got one.
Yep.
We got one.
So out here standing on clown business.
Clown business.
insane.
Yeah.
That's
Insane.
tough, bro.
Crazy work.
All right. We ain't got any other questions? All right, we actually got some good topics today, man. I'm actually glad we got the black women thing going on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been waiting all week. I've been bored at the crib. Yes, sir. So speaking of black women, Kamala Harris.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes, you're exactly right, Mr. Alfred. So, Megan Thee Stallion X, Kamala Harris, the collab we've all been waiting for, chat. So let's get into it. Hold on. So let's
go ahead. Let's get.
So Megan Thee Stallion before Nick Kamala.
All right, bro. We'll make sure we get in the good part.
Kamala, of course. No, I'm
She's
talking.
so good.
She does.
So Megan Thee Stallion before Nick Kamala Harris rallied in Georgia, and this is truly just
Shout out to
purely
Infinite.
The body is bodying. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, long story short, you know the big controversy. What the fuck are we doing here? Her twerking. Megan Thee Stallion's twerking at the campaign. What you think about it, Dom? What you feeling? How
You gotta do what you gotta do to get them votes.
Here we go.
Twerking
It's for a good
vote.
cause.
It's for a good cause.
Twerking for votes.
Twerking for votes and twerking for a good cause. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay. Hold on, make sure.
Let me.
Now, okay, what you got to say, Mr. Alfred? Yeah.
Hey, ain't no joking. All I'm saying, if it's for a good cause, if it's for,
That's exactly what they want to niggas to hear. That's all the niggas in Atlanta right there. That's all the Atlanta niggas right there. So, can we
Vote for the guy.
Statement, sir.
No, okay.
Cut the camera,
Yeah, okay. Let me be real, though. Let me be real.
You saw the clip.
Okay, but yeah, no, honestly, I mean,
A time and place for everything.
yeah, but Meg's gonna do what Meg's gonna do, you know, and she's there to do what she's there to do, and endorse Kamala Harris. So
Yeah.
Kamala Harris. So you know,
That was an air bubble quote, Al. Wrote nothing in that bitch, nigga. All right, yeah, well, come on, Al. Come on.
no. So how do I feel about her doing that?
Yeah. Good or bad?
Well, okay, for real.
And you could say you don't care, but just
I mean, personally, I don't care.
Right,
straight up.
Yeah.
But I will say, the time and place for everything. I would like to say though, with the whole Trump stuff and the way this race is and all that,
too, but go ahead.
I would say, honestly, it's kind of getting sort of no holds barred. Big twerking at the for an endorsement rally. Honestly, it ain't the worst thing we've seen. So we've had the Capitol been stormed. So
right. Yeah.
So honestly, let her do her thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Amber Rose was at the Republican National Convention.
That was this year?
Yeah, she was there.
What?
And I was like, is that who I think it is?
Wasn't Hulk Hogan there too?
She's a
Hulk
ball.
Hogan was there.
Amber Rose. Jesus, what's going on with this country? Oh my God. Go ahead, Nick.
Janelli.
Honestly, I don't care. I don't care either, but if I'm gonna be for real, I don't think she needed Megan Thee Stallion there, to be honest with you. I mean, Kamala Harris has been killing it.
She has.
She didn't need her there.
She needed her there.
Megan just add a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, but
he needed her there.
I saw the
sprinkle on the top.
I saw the video when she got introduced, at that rally for on stage, people just screaming. She couldn't even get a word off.
Did you see the clip of the guy that was singing "Not Like Us"?
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
He knew it word for word.
He knew it word for word, and
He and Josh was like, "They're not like us."
And
you don't even know that's what the whole song is about.
We're talking about you, brother.
Talking about you, pal, buddy, guy.
He was having fun though.
Yeah, squirt.
He gonna regret that later. I'm gonna look back at that clip.
But your heart's in the right place.
You there. I mean, you in the blackest city. You got it. You got it, bro. Raw reaction. Yeah. I actually will piggyback off of Alex said. It seems like it's no holds bar, and niggas just don't care about the look anymore. So I'm not gonna lie. At first I was like, this is wild. But like Alex has said, it's been other things on the side. Trump has brought out, drill rappers, and I know one of them niggas got a body or two. So let's, so killers twerking.
They had Quavo there too, and apparently he was there for gun reform or something with gun violence or something like that.
Now I would say. It's funny, I'm actually adding both of y'all answers together. As far as the twerking thing, actually, how about this? I'm not surprised she did it, because if she's performing, then yes, she's going to twerk. That's like playing basketball and not shooting the ball. That's going to happen. But did she have to perform? Yeah. Quavo didn't perform, if I'm not mistaken. He just had a little speech. Mm-hmm. And then, hey, you might say a little catchphrase, yada, 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 get the crowd hype. But, this is and granted, a performance at a political event ain't nothing new, but it's just, I don't know. Did she have to perform? She already kind of is rocking with her. Usually that'd be enough. But, I mean, hey, and two, I was watching something. It was in Atlanta, Georgia. If you want to get the black vote, my brother, that's where you swing. I ain't gonna lie. So it won't like it was in Iowa. It was in nigger capital. So, you know what I mean?
Honestly, if it was in Iowa, if you bring Megan out there, I'm sure. Okay, I'm sorry.
I have to agree with you. Yeah, I have to agree with you. But once again, that would have been said in the beginning. Yeah, she's performing. That would have been thought about beforehand. So it seems like, and I don't know. We're 26, 27. So so I guess everybody's all the same age here. I don't know. I won't outside that much when Bush and them was going at it. But we did see Obama. We did see, Biden and the rest of them. It just seemed like they cared a little bit more about the look. Yeah, it seemed like they cared a little bit. Now, some shit happens, but it seemed like niggas cared a little bit more.
Politics wasn't in the state that it's in now.
True. Honestly, perfect.
Even Republicans and Democrats, it just felt like they disagreed, but they still gave a fuck about America.
Yeah, it's like, we can't be looking crazy.
Can we blame that on Trump though? Could we blame that
I will say he started with it.
Because, he didn't show up to certain debates.
Actually, you know what? I agree with that, Al, because you know what? He was the first, no.
not politician.
He was the first like influencer president. I was going to say celebrity, but maybe Reagan and all that.
Yeah,
but once
Reagan,
again, that's not our time,
Yeah,
so
true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So for us, that was the first time. Like I remember hearing it. We was in high school. Like Trump is really running. We was like, oh, that's crazy. No, Trump is really running. We were like, that's crazy. Like, no, trying the next thing you know, yeah. So he was the first one that was like, oh, so really anybody can run. Yeah. Type shit.
That's when they said Oprah, and then The Rock was gonna.
Niggas was just going with the.
Yeah. That's what it just went downhill.
And you're right. So I guess from that it's just kind of like whatever, however you can get people, you get them.
Yeah, no facts. And
that's
like
tough.
I said, because like he kind of like broke the norm. Because like and then too, one could say like if your opponent. Like, let's say, if you're in a fight or whatever, if your opponent's fighting dirty, you, if, depending on how far you're willing to go, you got to kind of start to take off the gloves a little bit, too. So, like, you almost got to match energy.
Slippery slope.
Well, kind of, but in politics, I would say,
agree, but it's slippery slope.
So. Yeah,
that's how we're here,
Yeah, true.
You're right, we're fighting on the basketball court, you kick me. I knee you in the back or something like that. Somebody pulls out a gun. So slippery slope. Yeah, it's slippery slope. But I agree though. I mean, sometimes because nobody wants to lose per se.
Right.
And then the tough part about politics, which I hate, they can always we're just trying to win for the greater good. Like y'all. Like no.
No, we're past the greater good.
Come on, y'all. Like no, I get it. There's certain policies and certain things, but like y'all. We're kind of wrapping it up here. Back to you, Diam. How do you feel about the whole situation? And we're not much of a politics show.
Me neither. I'm just.
Well, how about this? When we got all this, extracurricular activity. Yeah. Because honestly, I wouldn't even bring these type of things up. But it's so close to the culture, I guess. On
purpose, I would say.
Of course, exactly, Al. Because you got people.
And then other countries are laughing at us.
Yeah.
Like during the Olympics too.
Yeah.
Shout out to
if I let these bombs go off, y'all won't keep laughing at us no more.
I have no idea.
Shout out to Simone Biles too. Just throwing that out there with the Olympics.
Shout out to
got gold. So and all around.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I checked it out. She did her thing.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go look at some clips later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
I'm weak. But I guess what was the question again, Jesse?
No.
I
guess that's all we had on it.
Yeah.
Boy, and it's funny. I was thinking about the other day, bro. It's August, man. It's about to be it's about to only get worse.
Yeah.
Because we got till November or whatever. It's about to get real muddy out here, boy. It's about to get muddy out here, man.
Come back to that question after.
Yeah. I'll tell. I guess did you know about the Trump thing, whatever?
Yeah, what was the name of
the National Association for Black Journalists?
Yes,
yeah, Trump. Did you see any of that? Where Trump he went to the National Association for Black Journalists, and they questioned him pretty much. It was like
they
a question.
Melted then.
Yeah,
I did not
facts.
see that.
Yeah, honestly, some were like he shouldn't even been there, low key.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, he was invited, but it was he was pretty much and it was 3 black women on the stage, and they were asking him questions. They're journalists. One of them was from Fox, so the questions were a little bit more friendly from her. But I know he was kind of talking about you guys were late by 35 minutes. So he was kind of insulting some of the reporters. So it wasn't a good look. Ooh. It almost looked like he was uncomfortable saying the word black, black people, and then one time they asked him what is a black job or whatever? Because he was the migrants are taking away black jobs. And then one of the ladies was what's a black job? And he was a black job is a job that anyone for anybody or something like that. It was whatever. Yeah, tried to save himself, but it was.
I did not see that.
Yeah, it was a mess.
He was on the ropes.
Yeah, he was on the ropes. He honestly, I don't know if he's
rare.
He probably needed that.
Yeah, I said which is rare, man. He kind of been floating since.
Yeah.
Right.
Trump got a mouth on.
Yeah. What was that?
Thanks.
I love you. Hey, look, nigga, what? Yeah, it be alright. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Looking for votes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hashtag Trump. Hey, if we gotta...
These Americans make me sick. Turn the TV off.
If twerking saves this country, then...
Oh, the future is crazy.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, man.
All right, I got one more women's empowerment. Yeah, keep this train going. Are BBLs going out of style, chat? So, do y'all know Dream Doll?
I seen that.
Yeah, so she's known for having that thing on her. You know what I mean? Whether it's real or not, obviously it's fake. She's talked about having multiple surgeries. She even was on this one interview saying that she's looking into even getting it like reduced or whatever. So yeah, a lot of people are saying that yeah. So Dom, how you feel about BBLs? How you feel about surgeries and all that in general?
I mean, women gonna do what they want to do when it comes to their body, but I do feel like BBL, it's a trend.
Right.
Like I feel like a lot of women did it because they've seen other women doing it, and for the most part, I don't think women get BBLs for men. They get it for other women. They just want to keep up, if that makes sense. It's like it's a trend. To me, I feel like the BBL, that whole thing it's a trend. They see it on other people. They want it for themselves. It's a look.
They're doing it for men.
It's a look. Look at the
Nah,
Instagram models. All of the majority of the Instagram models are BBL'd up. It's a certain look. It's a certain look that they go for, and it was a trend. It was a trend. Even for the Kardashians, they starting to try to go back to natural bodies. Slim bodies.
They said
stuff like that.
Ice Spice, she's kind of slimmed
slimmed down.
Yeah. So everybody.
It was a trend, and now it's going out of style.
Did Ice Spice have a BBL?
I don't think.
I think she's natural.
I think she's natural.
They were just saying her.
Yeah,
she
her
just
physique. Yeah, same thing with Kylie Jenner.
To your, if that's okay with you, Al.
No, I know. I was no.
My brother got interested as a bitch. Is everything okay? Yeah. She's good, but she's okay. I know.
No,
She's okay, Alex. She's all right.
Yeah, she's good.
Oh, okay.
It's a trend. That BBL thing
That
is a
nigga
whole
sound
trend.
concerned.
I
was just wondering.
I know.
He's about to be hurt.
Nigga says everything okay at home. It's all right, Al. It's all right, brother. I know.
I concur. Yeah, I concur. It's a trend.
Help him, right?
I definitely think it was a trend.
Okay.
A trend everybody wanted to jump on.
All right. I'll throw a little. Do you have a daughter or just sons?
I have a daughter.
Okay. Your daughter grows up, 18, 21, or whatever. Let's just say 18. Why not? Mom, I want to do X, Y, and Z. How would you, hypothetically?
If she wanted to get a BBL? Or
BBL or anything. How about that? Yeah, anything.
I would make sure if she's sure with it first. I mean, I wouldn't be like, go ahead and go do it. I want her to love herself. But sometimes there are, things about a woman's body that they don't like. And so if she wants to go for it, then I'll try to I wouldn't say I would try. I would have her.
Well, I actually got to do the camera. But go ahead. Let's see if it works. That's
tough. Yeah, because they definitely should have worked. Yeah.
I would definitely should have worked.
Yeah.
I would just try to make sure she's confident in herself. Make sure she loves herself. But if it's something that she's adamant about, that she's like, I don't care what you say, I'm going to do it, then I would have no choice but to respect that. But for the most part,
you're not going to. And obviously, we're saying. And how about this? 15. No.
15, no.
Okay, so obviously,
when she's older, then of course, when she's older and she can make her own decisions, I would sit her down and brain fully develop. Like, hey, there's other options. You can work out. You can do this. You can do that. But 15, hell no. But
I was just
as a grown up, that's what you want to do. I don't think you should do it. You should love yourself. But if you want to, have no choice. You're gonna do it anyway.
Alex, go ahead.
I got a question for you. So, okay, what to you is the big deal, or what's so important about a young lady, well, actually any woman, any female getting any work done on herself? What's so important? What kind of rings in your mind that makes it important that you got to make sure? What are some things that they should think about beforehand?
Before getting it, or just...
why is it such a big decision? I would say.
Sometimes, okay, speaking on women that had children, your body changes, so I understand that part. But for the most part, I think a lot of women do it just because, they go that route. influence. A lot of influence. Social media is a big one. And sometimes I wouldn't say insecure. Sometimes they just don't like certain parts of their body. They go for it. Or that, and then seeing it on someone else as well. Influence. I think influence is a big one.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty big in society nowadays,
Yeah,
I would say.
that's all you see when you get on Instagram. That's the first thing. It's an image. It's an image for women that they have to look like that to do a certain thing or be a certain person. Like Instagram, you got to look this way. You don't have to look that way. So it's an influence.
I would say, and two, like to go a little step further, in general, perception seems to be like everything now. Yeah, or it's a really, really big deal nowadays. In society, I should say, like, let me like tone that back a little bit. But yeah, in society, perception seems to be like it's everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Definitely.
even though it's really not. Yeah.
I asked this question. This is a mental health question. So when I was younger, I had my mental health problems, but I would tell my parents, but I wasn't necessarily hurt. Is this a problem in the Black community with parents not really listening to their kids when they have mental health issues?
I think it is. I think for the most part, some parents try to like mask it. Like I think we all seen that little meme, like when you tell your parents, "Oh, I'm depressed," they tell you go wash some dishes, or they tell you to go do something to go occupy that. It's not. I think a lot of the times, because I've dealt with mental health problems too, like just depression and stuff like that. My mom passed 5 years ago, so I was right there with her when she passed. So that did a lot to me. And I remember having someone, when I was open about my depression, I had someone close to me tell me not to talk about it. And so I think that's a big problem. And when you step out and you say like, "Hey, I was dealing with this. Hey, I'm dealing with that." Then when you say, "Oh, I'm going to therapy," you get deemed as crazy. That has happened as well too. Going to therapy does not make you crazy. I think as like being in the Black community, parents really need to. I think that needs to stop. Like that whole masking, like go occupy yourself with doing something that you like. It really needs to be fixed because it's a curse, and you pass it along to your children. So I'm very open with my children, even though my daughter's 4, so she don't know what the hell be going on, but I still sit them down and like talk to them. Like, you can tell me anything, tell me everything. No, I'm not gonna send you to your room if you're feeling sad. You know what I mean? Just talk about it. You have to talk about it because I've experienced it and I know how I feel. So I think within the Black community that's a big problem. It's huge.
It's real.
Yeah, very real. Very, very real.
No, I agree. And then, like, I used to, I ain't gonna lie, I used to go to, like, therapy when I was younger. And, like, I used to be like, yeah, it's kind of like, like, nobody else does this. Like, this is kind of weird. But then, like, as I grow up, bro, everybody needs that in some way.
Yes.
Like I said, you may not have to go to a therapist place, but, like, everybody needs to be heard, bro. Yeah. Like, even if you just, and I used to be like, bro, like, what am I, like, I had a cool day today. Yeah. My mom said this. And I used to be like, even as a kid, I used to be like, what was the point of that? And it's funny, my mom went to, so like that's even that. So like that was number one. I used to walk out, she used to go in. But I used to be like, all I said was just some boring stuff. And not to dive too deep, ironically, if you saw my story, I just watched The Sixth Sense the other day with the Bruce Willis and like, I'm trying to catch up on all his movies. Mm-hmm. I want to learn to see the criticisms. I want to learn the good and bad on M. Night. But yeah, so, and in the movie, he works with a little kid. I see dead people. Yada. So yeah, bro, like, yeah, that shit goes a long way. Like, talking to somebody. I don't care how old you are or young you are. Yeah, like.
Actually, not to cut you off. Now I think about it, you reminded me of something. I actually, like my mom used to talk to me about, like you should talk to your counselor or something that. Yep. And I used to like hate that. Like, sorry, mom, but like I used to be like, bro, I'm not crazy. Like, like I don't need that or whatever. But no, that's real. That's real. You do need, to talk to somebody. You need to be heard. You realize that even more as an adult because there's more pressure.
Yeah. You need somebody. You need to talk to somebody just to have that outlet. Even if you write, like I write a lot too. That just talking to someone, like, you're not crazy if you go to therapy. You're not crazy for having like mental health issues or just feeling down, depression, anxiety, all of that is always thrown into this whole crazy cycle. And it's not, you know. It's okay to go through things.
Yeah, as much crazy shit is going on this way.
Exactly.
Like, that's the last. Nobody should be getting called crazy at this point. Yeah, like
twerking for votes.
At this point in the game, right? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Get your mental health straight, man.
That's a huge problem. And I wanted to stop that cycle. I didn't want. I mean, my mom never did that with me and my siblings, but I've seen it a lot happen with like my friends. I've had like a friend commit suicide jumping off of a bridge, and because his parents did that to him. So I think it's just big. I think that cycle really needs to stop.
Yeah. Sure, man. Before it's too late.
Yeah.
Big facts.
I'll say this also. Everybody can answer this. Good or bad? What's the biggest similarities y'all see with you and your parents? Like, what's something that you're like, damn, my mom does that. Now look at me.
Look at him.
Wiping out these ops. No, I'm no.
That's what
When I was younger, my mom, like, she always drank wine. I used to always look at her and say, I would never drink wine. I would never drink alcohol. Now I'm in the house with a robe and I have a glass of wine every night.
Man, I'm a wine head too now.
I'm a wino for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And now I think to myself, I'm like, dang, if she was here, she would be like, girl, what are you doing? But yeah, I make sure. I have to have a glass of wine.
I ain't gonna say frustration at a certain point. You got time for certain shit. Nice as a bitch, you know, all good. Okay, I understand. All right, bro, all right. And that's mom and dad. All right, what we doing? All right now. All right, yeah. Like, right or wrong. And sometimes maybe we're wrong, but nevertheless.
Quick temper. My temper sometimes too. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not that serious. Like, you know what? Let me tell you something.
Speak my mind.
Let me speak my mind.
Mom, I just want some juice. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. All right. Right, the snap. Yeah,
it's like, okay.
Mr. Carter, what's passed down to you?
Damn. My mom, my dad's sarcasm is insane. Like, they're sarcastic to a point where you don't know if they're just trying to be funny or they're like being dead serious.
Roasting
like,
your ass.
Yeah, just
that's tough.
Because like I catch myself doing that all the time.
True. Okay. I got a question off of that. Go ahead.
I got a question.
What's the question?
Well, okay, so
me too.
it's kind of sarcasm. So, okay, because I was talking to somebody. Okay, so is good sarcasm when you don't know the person's being sarcastic, or when you can tell they're being sarcastic? Because, let's say you're being sarcastic, right? And it's like, are they being sarcastic or are they being serious? Is that good sarcasm, or when it's like so blatantly obvious you're being sarcastic? I thought that it was when you're being so blatantly obvious, because it's like, that's the point, like, no, it's so-and-so. And then,
I think when you can't tell.
Oh, because it's like
that
even...
keeps niggas on their rope. That keeps niggas on their toes.
Yeah.
Like, I can be sarcastic and you probably think, nah, he's being dead serious.
But then, like, I don't know. To me, that makes it seem like it would be more confusing, because then it's like...
I'll tell you this, Al.
Go ahead.
Take it out of the joking aspect. Like, you're probably used to hearing sarcasm when somebody's joking. Oh, it's cold outside. Ha, ha, ha. But like, niggas probably talking in everyday conversation. I went to the store yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Like, what? Yeah. Did you go to the store yesterday or not? Like, I hate you like that. Yeah. What? No, I need to know this so I can go. Yeah, like, right. Did you unlock the door? Yeah, I unlocked the door. Okay, did you I need to, I ain't gonna lie, I hate people like that sometimes. Yeah, it's like, I need to know what I need to know. Yeah, like, I ain't gonna lie.
Like, okay, you could just like call me dumb or something like that. But
did you pick up the card? Yeah, I picked up the card. Did you pick up the card? Yeah, like, I need to know. Yeah, like certain places. So when it's funny in jokes, okay, whatever. But yeah.
But like, if it's something I need, that's what like that pisses me off. I'll be like, wait, okay, this is vital information. Like,
am I off today? Yeah, you're off today. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, all right, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm doing some sarcasm. I'm gonna stay home today. Right? Yeah, I'll be sarcastic. But all right, man. Has anybody gotten mad over that?
Several times.
Okay. Okay.
Many times. My parents being one of them.
Have you ever dated to them?
Yes.
I will say you do that though, Nick. You do have that.
You do it. That's more so the joking aspect. But yeah, that's funny as hell.
Also, my parents don't get. They don't argue a lot. They don't yell. They don't yell as much. Like they just gonna sit there, watch you get up in arms, be as chill as an ice cube.
In the back of the freezer.
You done?
Killer. Every time.
That's
Every single time.
You
It
sit.
makes people go even.
Every single time.
Like,
Yeah. Every time.
They just be going crazy, like a whole shit show, and everybody's looking. I'm just standing there like,
Yeah, just light a match. Yeah, go ahead. Just
watch you.
2 words too.
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a killer. That's a killer. That's
Because
a
I'm gonna
killer.
talk to you like an adult.
That's
Right.
a
You
killer.
can, you know,
Yeah.
be on 100 if you
I'm
want to.
standing on business. I'm standing on clown business.
Clown business.
Yeah.
Y'all, that's a clown.
Right.
For sure, man. Oh, I forgot. They'll be all
Whatever
day.
you're selling, I ain't buying, yo.
Well, my name is Skylar White, yo.
Have you seen
My husband is
Bridget Bell?
Walter White, yo.
I saw one episode. Niggas gonna have to be our consultant on that. Like, white people selling drugs. Yeah, it'd be like that. I guess we can do announcements so we can get up out of here. Dom, anything you want to say to the people out there? The announcements, any shout outs, any dates, anything you want to tell the people? Before we get up
Besides
out of
New York Fashion Week,
Yes, yes.
September 14th. And I'm not going to stop my interviews, but I do want to start doing like next year. Well, I'm booked up until September, I think 23rd. But next year I do want to start being more engaged, like have more engagement with like my audience. So I want to start throwing more events. So that's something to look forward to.
real quick, what does somebody need to do? You know, I've been waiting to get on the Pixie Podcast, man. How does that work? What they need to do?
Usually
Or?
I just, hit up people. We just get up, like, find a date, availability. I usually do, like, Fridays,
Okay.
3, whatever, open for, the interview.
Somebody there. Because that's another thing I've noticed, too. We talked about this in the podcast thing. People don't know kind of how to reach out to people or how how things. And that's for all the podcasts. People don't know how it works or whatever. So, just reach
hit
out.
me up. Yeah, reach out. Hit me in a DM. And we can work something out. Schedule-wise. Yeah.
Contact my manager.
Yeah.
Nick. Yes, right. I was being sarcastic.
Nick, yeah.
No, that should be a dead. Yeah, it's like, all right.
But yeah, that's how you get on there.
Sure.
And that's about it, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Alfred.
Nick, Jesse.
It's an election year,
We already know what they're doing right now as we speak.
It's working for votes.
We all know. Yeah, they're watching that.
Somebody in Atlanta is actually doing that, though. Passing out sheets of paper.
We already know what they're doing. They're in their room right now, laying in bed. Nick, covers half off, lights out, laying in bed, covers half off. They got their phone in one hand.
Mm-hmm.
And what do they have in their other hand, y'all? We already know what they're doing.
Their pillow.
No, it's not their pillow.
One would think.
No.
You're scary.
Nick, what do they have in their other hand? Come on now, Nick.
Don't ask me.
Nick. They're laying in bed, lights out, phone in one hand,
What we doing, brother?
covers half off. What's in their other hand? Jesse? Jesse, what's in their other hand?
This is taking forever. Just say
Yeah.
something.
Okay, I got you. What's in their other hand are their W-2s, their 1099-Rs, their 1099 NECs. Jesse.
Not real.
Jesse, they still got it.
It's not real.
They still got their 2020.
I'm taking that. You're not real, man. You're not even talking to me right now.
At all.
They still got their 2020 and 2021 stimulus letter. So,
Okay.
Jesse, what do they need to do? Please.
File their taxes.
Yes.
And as I go to do that, I'm pulling up Southside
done.
Richmond Hall Street Road. Where can I get help with that, my brother?
2650 Hall Street Road. That's 2650 Hall Street Road. Fiscal, Fitness, Tax, and Financial Services. That's Fiscal, Fitness, Tax, and Financial Services. My father's business, Derek L. Alford. Been doing taxes over 30 years. And Nick, you might see your boy in there doing taxes very professionally, as we always do. The phone number is 804-321-5766. That's 804-321-5766. My dad can get you hooked up with an annuity, retirement planning. And for all you business owners out there, we don't just do personal taxes, we also do business taxes. We do multiple years. So like I said, call us, visit us at the branch. We got you. Taxes year round. Like I said, 804-321-5766. Fiscal Fitness. Love your dad, love your mom, love you, A. Jay one day, one step. Thank you, Don, for coming on.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
My shout out is going to be a shout out / PSA. So first off, shout out the documentary that I'm doing. Shout out to everybody.
Proud of you.
I appreciate everybody. And my PSA to every African American male or female, please, and I do say please, stop saying this white person is invited to the cookout.
But somebody had to say that.
But wait.
I'm going to say this.
But wait.
There are white people that do live in black neighborhoods. There are white people that do listen to black music, that are into black culture. Just because they do something cool does not mean that they can come to the cookout.
Check it.
Please. We have to stop. Y'all look more coonish each and every day saying that stupid shit on social media.
What about Braden from Power? He saved Tariq.
It does not matter.
He saved Tariq's
Please
life.
stop saying it. And y'all say it in everyday conversation to a random white person.
Yes.
Ask them this. Are you invited to their barbecue? And if they hesitate, then you already know what the answer is.
I mean, did you get the link? Did you get the Eventbrite link? I mean,
I think that just needed to be said.
It needed to be said.
Shut the hell up with that bullshit.
So what if okay, you're throwing a cookout, right? And then someone says, Nick, I invited someone to your cookout.
Well, first off, this is why I always ask, let me know who you are bringing.
Who's gonna be there?
If you are going,
who all gonna be there?
if I
Two people I invited.
if I tell you, you know, if I tell you I'm having a function, you have to give me the courtesy of saying, Nick, is it okay if I bring somebody?
My Caucasian brother.
Yeah.
Or just anybody in general.
My brother. Nick walked away.
That's funny, my brother. That's my brother. That nigga don't like that.
Nothing like you.
It's my brother. Hey, my brother though,
My brother.
Especially if you don't know that person. Because niggas will bring 10, 12 people that you don't know up in your house.
Brought the prep school football team. Yeah.
I brought all these niggas. I brought all these people that might rob you, you know, but they with me, so you good.
Yeah. You be alright. They need to all use the bathroom at the same time real quick. Yeah.
Sure, man. I ain't got too much. Once again, appreciate you, Don, for coming through. Good podcast, good episode. I can get my buttons together. There we go. Yeah, appreciate you coming through. All that good stuff. Y'all already watching? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, that's actually all I got. Nick, go ahead, take us out, my good brother.
Hey, Diam. We appreciate you for coming through. We appreciate the Pixie Podcast for being here.
Thank you.
I'm Nic
Jesse.
Alex.
and this is the 804 Podcast.
And we are out to be here.